Welcome to Simple English Talks,
a podcast to learn English in a simple and natural way.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the channel Simple English Talks. My name is Jessica.
And I'm Albert. Thank you for being here with us.
On this channel, we talk about daily life and learn English in a simple and natural way.
We use real conversations without difficult words so you can understand and learn little by little.
You can listen to this podcast while doing other things. You don't need to focus all the time.
Exactly. The idea is to learn English in a relaxed way.
Today we're going to talk about common problems that many people have in daily life.
Small problems, but problems that happen every day.
For example, feeling tired. Many people feel tired all the time.
Yes, even after sleeping, we sometimes still feel tired.
I think we use screens too much.
Totally. We look at our phones from the moment we wake up until we go to sleep.
Another common problem is lack of time.
We're always busy, but we feel like we don't do enough.
That creates stress.
And stress affects our sleep and our mood.
Speaking of sleep, sleeping badly is another very common problem.
Yes, many people go to bed late and wake up early.
And then they spend the whole day with low energy.
It's a hard circle to break.
There's also the problem of money.
Of course. It's not always easy to make it to the end of the month.
Money isn't everything, but a lack of money causes worry.
Exactly. And that worry affects our peace of mind.
Another problem is not knowing how to say no.
Yes, we accept too many things and then feel exhausted.
I think we should listen to ourselves more.
I agree. Sometimes we ignore what we really need.
Maybe the first step is to recognize these problems.
And accept that we're not alone. It happens to all of us.
Yes, and I think that's something important to remember. Many times, we think we're the only ones who feel this way. Tired, stressed, or a little lost. But when you talk to other people, you realize that almost everyone goes through the same things at some point in their life.
Totally. It has happened to me many times. I think that everyone else has everything under control, and that I'm the only one who doesn't really know what I'm doing. But then you talk to someone calmly, and you discover that they also have doubts, fears, and similar problems.
I think social media makes this worse. We only see the nice part of other people's lives. We see trips, achievements, and smiles, but we don't see the tiredness, the worries, or the bad days.
Yes, and without noticing it, we start comparing ourselves. We think we should be doing more, earning more money, or living in a different way. That creates a lot of pressure, even when our life isn't that bad.
Exactly. Sometimes it's not that our life is bad, but that we're too hard on ourselves. We expect too much from ourselves and don't give ourselves time to rest or simply do nothing.
And resting is also productive, even if many people don't see it that way. Sleeping well, disconnecting a bit, or spending quiet time really helps you feel better and think more clearly.
I agree. I think one of the most common problems today is that we're always rushing, even when it's not necessary. We live as if we're always late for something.
Yes, like there's always constant pressure. And that makes small problems feel much bigger than they really are. When you're tired or stressed, everything feels worse.
That's why I think it's important to stop from time to time and ask yourself how you really are. Not just saying, fine, automatically, but actually thinking about how you feel.
Exactly. Listening to yourself is something many people don't do. We're so used to meeting obligations that we forget our own needs.
And it's not about changing your life overnight. Sometimes small changes help a lot, like sleeping a bit more, using your phone less, or saying no when you need to.
Yes, you don't need to do big things. Small steps can make a big difference over time.
In the end, we all have problems. The difference is how we face them and whether we allow ourselves to ask for help or talk about them.
Exactly. Talking, sharing, and listening can make problems feel a little lighter.
I think that after recognizing our problems, the next step is to think about what small things we can do to feel a bit better in our daily life. Not big changes, but simple habits that fit into our routine.
Yes, totally. Sometimes we think that taking care of ourselves means doing something huge, like changing jobs or moving to another city. But many times, it's much smaller things that really make a difference.
For example, Something as simple as how we start the morning. If the first thing we do is check our phone, we already start the day in a rush or comparing ourselves to others. Changing that, even a little, can really affect how we feel for the rest of the day.
That happens to me too. When I start the day more calmly, without rushing, I notice that everything flows better. The problems don't disappear, but I face them with a different mindset, a calmer one.
Exactly. I also think it's important to listen to ourselves during the day. To notice when we're tired, irritated, or overwhelmed, instead of just pushing ourselves all the time.
Yes, because when we ignore those signals, our body and mind make us pay for it later. We often think that stopping is wasting time, but it's actually a way of taking care of ourselves.
Another habit that helps me is having small moments without noise. No music, no podcasts, no notifications. Just a few minutes of silence to clear my mind.
That's something many people avoid, silence. But silence allows you to think, process what you feel, and understand better what you need in that moment.
There's also the issue of expectations. Many times, we expect too much from ourselves, and that creates frustration. Learning to be a bit kinder to ourselves can really change the way we live.
I really agree. Not everything has to be perfect. Sometimes just doing the best you can that day is enough, even if it's not a very productive day.
I think in the end, it's about building a routine that's not only efficient, but also human. A routine that allows you to live, not just complete tasks.
Exactly. A routine that has space for rest, for making mistakes, and for enjoying simple things. That's what makes daily life easier to handle.
Before we finish, I just want to say that we hope this conversation kept you company today. Not to give you perfect answers, but to remind you that you're not alone in how you feel, and that daily life can feel easier when we listen to ourselves.
Yes, this podcast is not about having solutions for everything. It's about sharing real thoughts and everyday moments, while you learn English in a calm and natural way. You can listen while you walk, work, or rest.
If these kinds of conversations help you practice English without pressure, we'd love for you to be part of the channel. Here, we'll keep talking about life, simple habits, and real situations, always using easy English.
So, if you enjoy this content, we invite you to subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue creating new episodes and reach more people who want to learn English little by little.
You can also leave a comment and tell us about your daily routine or what topics you'd like to hear in future episodes. We love reading your messages.
Thank you for being here, for listening, and for taking this time to learn.
We'll hear each other in the next episode.
Take care.